Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back again here on a Thursday night for the 48 Bull Dirt Late Model Series for Crooked Line Racing. And we're here at Lucas Oil Speedway. We're going to be doing 50 laps, heat racing as always. Drivers are out there wearing the track in just a little bit to give us a little bit better of a racing surface here tonight. Try and get us some multi-groove racing. Looks like it's going to be the mid to high lane tonight. Bottom might work a little later. We'll have to keep an eye on that number 53 to see if that's going to happen. We know he's a bottom feeding race car driver. We started just a little late tonight, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, we do need to head down trackside. So if you could please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. And thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our national anthem. Everybody, please go check out Mullet Music Productions over on YouTube. We are into qualifying right now. 5 minutes. Drivers are going to get, looks like 2 laps here tonight at Lucas Oil. Right now, Jacob Lassiter, quick time, 14.65 in that number 51 Dirt Late Model. Taking a look at the number 37 of Brandon Marlowe right now on his second lap, currently third out on the charts. Marlowe crosses the line, does not improve on his second lap. Scott Smith is out there on his second lap, coming across the line right now. Finish up his qualifying run. He does improve just a little bit, but does not move up on the charts. 14.72 for the number 53 of Scott Smith. Jason Korn out on track right now, ladies and gentlemen. Just completed lap 1, goes 6th fastest, 14.78. Jason Korn running up on the top side, gets the car a little loose there, maybe trying a high to low exit right there. High entry, low exit. Doesn't improve his time. He actually goes way slower. I think he got loose on entry there going into turns 3 and 4. It's Brandon Freeberg in that 171. Out on track, first lap, goes up to 4th spot on the charts. 14.71 and across the line for the 171 of Brandon Freeberg. It's going to be a little bit slower, 14.78, or no, 74, sorry, on his second lap. The Dominator out here, Travis St. Clair, won 3 races thus far this season. Current points leader, the 13T of Travis St. Clair. Ooh, didn't like that lap. He's going to bail out of it and come back out and try again. They still got about a minute and a half left here to do it. He's only going to get 1 lap now. Let's see what the 13T of Travis St. Clair can do. Into 3 and 4, running the high groove there. Out of turn 4 and across the line for the 13T. Quick time, Travis St. Clair, 14.63. Whole time out of the 13T of Travis St. Clair. We got 16 dirt late models here tonight at Lucas Oil. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning in to True Sim Productions here on a Thursday night. Hope y'all are having a good week. We only got one day left in it. Let's make it a good one. We got about a half a minute left to go here in qualifying. Everybody who wanted to take a time has, which is everybody. Everybody who, like I said, wanted to take a time, went out and took a time. I don't think everybody ran both laps. Let me just double check here. Yep, everybody completed both laps. The times are really close here. There's 2 tenths between first and 11th. How about that? Being said, it's time to grid up here for heat race number 1. Starting on the pole is going to be the number 13 of Travis St. Clair. To his outside is going to be Drew Jonkman in the number 21. Brandon Freeberg in the 171 machine is going to be starting in third, with Jamie Gilpen in the number 11 starting fourth. Hunter Lagoons in the number 27 is going to be starting fifth, with Jonathan Byram to his outside in the number 54. Kyle Vandergrift in that number 12 is going to be starting in seventh, with Matt George in the 23, rounding out the heat race number 1. Of course, 2 pace laps here. Driver's getting the 1 to go signal right now. When we come out of turn 4, we're going to go heat racing here at Lucas Oil. St. Clair leads them down, and we're green flag racing here for heat race number 1. St. Clair's going to jump out to the race lead right now. 21's going to try a slide job in turns 1 and 2. Gets him. St. Clair's going to cross him back over down the backstretch. Going into turns 3 and 4. He gets the lead right there. But how about Drew Jonkman? He's holding on to second. Side by side back here for third as Brandon Freeberg goes to the inside of the number 11 of Jamie Gilpen into 1 and 2. Jonkman is trying to catch up to that 13T right now. Goes down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Tries to slide up next to that 13T. Can't get the momentum. Back here for third. Slide job out of the number 11. We got 6 laps to go in heat race number 1. Freeberg's going to cross him back over. Goes down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Slides up in front of that number 11. Takes his line away and give third place back to Brandon Freeberg. Fastest lap of the heat race last time by 14.73 out of the 13T of Travis St. Clair. 5 laps to go here in heat race number 1. Coming to 4. And that 21 is there, ladies and gentlemen. He keeps getting a good run there through the center of the corner. Back down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Not able to clear a slide job right there, but down the back straightaway has a little bit of momentum. But St. Clair holds it up on the top side. 3 laps to go here in heat race number 1. St. Clair on a tear right now. Jonkman runs second. Freeberg back there in third, running the lip. Gilpen following him. As we come out of turn 4 for heat race number 1, it's going to be white flag in the air for the 13T of Travis St. Clair. 21 lost a lot of momentum. He's not going to be able to make a move. So coming out of turn number 4, give heat race number 1 to Travis St. Clair. Second, Drew Jonkman. Brandon Freeberg in third. Jamie Gilpen in fourth. Hunter Lagoons in fifth. Matt George in sixth. Kyle Vandergrift, actually, oh no, he's good, in seventh there. Timing and scoring flipped on me. Jonathan Byram in eighth. And that rounds out heat race number 1. Starting lineup for heat race number 2. It's going to be Jacob Lassiter in the number 51 on the pole, with Brandon Marlowe to his outside in the 37. Scott Smith in that number 53 going to be starting in third, with Kyler Bruce in the 31 starting in fourth. Jason Korn in the number 39 is going to be starting in fifth, with Peyton White to his outside in sixth in the number 10. Chris Carroll is going to be starting in seventh in that number 15, with Tanner Marr to his outside in the number 4. Getting 2 laps before we get the green flag here. Drivers just got the 1 to go signal from the flagman. Going to be coming out of turn number 4 in the hands of Jacob Lassiter. Green flag is out in the air. Down into turns 1 and 2. Scott Smith goes down to the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to hold on to second place down on the bottom. But the 37 of Brandon Marlowe has a good run up on top. The 31 of Kyler Bruce trying to follow right behind him. Jason Korn trying to make a move to the inside of Peyton White there as they go down the front stretch. Jacob Lassiter goes to the middle side of the racetrack, starting to pull away from second and third as they're side by side going down the backstretch. Into 3 and 4. Can Scott Smith clear the number 37 this time? No, he's going to leave him room. Back down into 1 and 2. Looks like Scott might have lost a little bit of momentum there on the bottom side of the racetrack as they're still side by side going down the backstretch. Out of turn 4, it's going to be 5 laps to go here in heat race number 2, and we're still side by side for second. Kyler Bruce actually ran the fastest lap of the race last time by. Looking to the inside of that number 37, has a good run here coming off turn 4 as we take 4 to go here in heat race number 2. Scott Smith is making that bottom side work. We say it all the time, how he likes to run the bottom side, bottom feeder. And he's making it work here tonight at Lucas Oil. He almost gets a run there on the leader. As we come out of turn 4, it's going to be popsicle sticks in the air. 2 to go here in heat race number 2. Great battle going on back here. First through fourth, really throw a blanket over them. Side by side for first, side by side for second down the backstretch as we come out of turn number 4. Going to be white flag in the air, and Scott Smith with the advantage on the bottom. Back down to the bottom side once again. Another good run out of the 53. Is he able to clear him? He does. Nice move. Back down to the bottom. Is he going to slide up in front of him? He does. Takes his line away. And Scott Smith is going to take home heat race number 2. No idea why that popped up. All right, so we're going to go into a little bit of a warm-up here. Drivers are going to go wearing the track just a little bit more to give us a little bit better side-by-side racing here tonight. Looks like they got it pretty much to where they want it. Those heat races were really good. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go ahead and enjoy this little warm-up session until they advance it for us, and enjoy the music. everybody, it's time to get this show on the road. Travis St. Clair going to be your pole sitter tonight after the heat races. Scott Smith going to be outside pole. That's your front row. Drew Jonkman's going to be starting in third with Jacob Lassiter starting in fourth. Back there in fifth is going to be Brandon Freeberg. To his outside is going to be Brandon Marlowe in sixth. Jamie Gilpen's going to be starting in seventh with Kyler Bruce to his outside in eighth. Hunter Lagoons is going to be rolling off ninth with Peyton White starting in 10th. Matt George is going to be starting in 11th with Jason Korn to his outside in 12th. Moving on down, we got Kyle Vandergriff starting in 13th with Chris Carroll rolling off 14th. Jonathan Byram's going to be starting back there in 15th, and to his outside, Tanner Marr in the number 4 car in 16th. Drivers getting the 1 to go signal this time by Travis St. Clair, and Scott Smith going to lead them down to the green. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are racing here at Lucas Oil. Down into turns 1 and 2. It's going to be side by side for the race lead as we come off of turn 2, but Travis St. Clair is going to hold on to it here as we come out of turn number 4 to complete lap number 1. Everybody pretty much side by side right now, battling for position as we go back down into 1 and 2. Let's go back and take a look at that 51 of Jacob Lassiter. He's underneath the 171 of Freeberg right now down the back straightaway, fighting for that 4th position. Oh, a little bit of contact there between the 171 and the 53 as we come out of turn number 4. Scott Smith's going to hang on to third right now as we go back to 1 and 2. Travis St. Clair, fastest lap of the race thus far, 14.82 out in the lead right now. Running the bottom side of the racetrack, Drew Jonkman, that's a tongue twister. He's running in second. Looking to the bottom side of the racetrack, looks like St. Clair, he's running the top side in 1 and 2, going to the bottom here in 3 and 4. Seems to be working out for him. He's about a half a second out in front of Drew Jonkman right now. Back there, still a battle for third. Scott Smith went backwards just a little bit. He's lost 3 spots since he dropped the green flag thus far, as we're side by side here for third. Lassiter on the bottom side of the racetrack. The 171 of Freeberg up top. How about that 37 of Brandon Marlowe? He's trying to work his way up to the field right now as well, trying to work his way around that 53 of Scott Smith, going down the back straightaway and pulling the 31 of Kyler Bruce along with him. Oh, a little bit of contact there as they came off turn number 4. This is really great side-by-side tight racing right now. We're only 7 laps into this main event. Still side by side up here for third. St. Clair's out to a 0.6 second gap right now over the 21 of Drew Jonkman. He continues to pull away. Good side by side battle back here. The 37 and the 53 is Smith. Smith up on the top side. Marlowe down on the bottom side. How about that 227 of Hunter Lagoons back there? He's running the top side, getting around that 31 of Kyler Bruce. Jamie Gilpen kind of in a world of his own right now. He's got a little bit of clean racetrack in front of him and really no pressure from behind right now as we go back to Matt George running in 10th and Jason Korn right behind him running in 11th. Peyton White holds on to the 12th spot right now as Jonathan Byram runs 13th right behind him. Kyle Vandergriff back there in 14th. Chris Carroll in 15th. And Tanner Marr not taking the grid this evening. Travis St. Clair still leading. We're on lap 12 of 50. Oh, we got our first yellow of the night, ladies and gentlemen. First yellow of the night. think it might have been Vandergrift and Byron. Let me see if I can't find a replay on this. So let's see what happened here. Oh, yeah, there it is right there. 21 on the bottom side, 54 of Byram. He comes down the racetrack, gets in at 21, and they both go up into the outside retaining wall there, coming out of turn number 4. Doesn't look like either car has a whole lot of damage. I'm not sure if they lost a lap in the process, though. Doesn't look like it, as we're already double filed up and getting ready to go back under green here. Driver's getting the 1 to go signal right here. Here we go. St. Clair in control, fires them off. We're back underway. It's going to slide up in front of that 21 coming to the start-finish line. 21 of Jonkman goes down to the bottom. Slide job out of Jonkman on St. Clair. St. Clair with the momentum down the backstretch goes down into 1 and 2, and a nice clean slider in return out of St. Clair. But the crossover move back from contact down the front straightaway right there. I don't know how they didn't turn each other. Oh, now we're 3 wide for the race lead. Caution comes back out on the speedway. So what's going on here? Go back and take a look. Oh, looks like Gilpen. Oh, there's something going on up in front of them too, but it looks like Gilpen comes down in the corner right here. He's in the slick. Now you see that rear tire lock up. He must have got on the brakes just a little bit. He got out of shape, but the 37 right up in front of him, he also is out of shape. Let's see what happened to him. Who gets tagged by the 227. That sends him around. He goes down through the infield. I don't think he's going to lose any spots. It's going to go back to the last scoring loop with caution laps not counting here tonight. We're on lap 15 of 50. Who did it give the lead to? That's the question. It's showing St. Clair as the leader right now. So he must have just been ahead of these guys past the last timing and scoring loop before that caution flew. Freeberg actually hangs on to second. Or no, I'm sorry, in the third there. And the 21 of Jonkman stays in second. Lights are off on the pace car. Oh no, did it give Jonkman the lead? It did. I think it did. That or St. Clair's choosing the outside here. We're going to find out. It gave 21 the race lead, so Jonkman fires him back off, and we're back underway. 171 looks down onto the inside of St. Clair here, going into 1 and 2. And how about the 51? He makes a big move to the top side of the racetrack right there. Slide job line. Trying to gain ground on these race leaders right now as we go almost 3 wide coming out of turn 4. Jonkman out to the race lead, starting to pull away. Freeberg working his way around that 13 of St. Clair. And here comes Jacob Lassiter in that number 51. Scott Smith has seen the bottom line start to work, and he has gone down there, and he made it work in the heat race, starting to gain some ground here late in this race. Or early in the race, I should say. It's really not late. Lagoons tries to make a move to the inside of the 53. Doesn't have the momentum right now. Smith trying up a different line. 21 of Jonkman starting to pull away from that 171 of Freeberg as the 51 of Lassiter goes down to the bottom side of the racetrack, looks to the inside of St. Clair, trying to take over that third spot. Scott Smith and Hunter Lagoon still battling back here for the 5th position as well. We go back a little bit further. It's side by side. Brandon Marlowe on the bottom side and Peyton White up on top. Chris Carroll trying to work his way through there as well. Goes up to the top side of the racetrack to 21 back there, I believe. Who is that? No, I'm sorry. Showing 12 on timing and scoring, 21 on the racetrack. Problems for the 11. He's up out of the groove. Something definitely going on with that race car. Maybe not handling like it was. He's got some left rear damage. Let's go back up to the front of the field. The 21 of Jonkman continues to lead. He's about a half a second out. About 6/10 now over the 171 of Freeburg, starting to pull away. Everybody's starting to single file out right now, getting their rhythm as we come to about halfway in this feature. Kyler Bruce goes side by side with the Goons and makes a little bit of contact there before we go down into turns 3 and 4. Trying to slide up in front of him, take that line away, pinches him all the way up to the outside retaining wall. He's got a good run right here, but Lagoons with the momentum up on the top side takes it right back. Jonkman crosses the line. We take a lap 25. Next time by, we'll be halfway and 25 laps to go. Lassiter trying up a different line as well. Look to the bottom side, run in the middle here in 3 and 4. St. Clair's going to have to figure something out as well if he's going to want to catch the leaders. Was doing really well at the beginning of this race, and then the top groove started to slick off, and I think St. Clair just doesn't know the groove right now that he needs to be running. That is our points leader, and 3 wins on the season thus far for that 13. 24 laps to go here at Lucas Oil, and Jonkman out to a half a second lead over the 171 of Freeburg. .22 laps to go here at Lucas Oil. Marlowe working his way around that 23 of George. Jason Korn, he's up 4 spots since the start of this feature. Started back there in 12th and is now up to 8th, trying to gain time on his teammate right there, the 53 of Scott Smith. Scott Smith started second and it's just gone backwards once the track started slicking off more, trying to just figure out that groove here tonight. He is all over the back bumper of that 31 car. Just can't get the momentum down to get a pass done. Hunter Lagoons is up 4 spots since the start as well. Started back there in 9th, now running in 5th. He's using the bottom side of the racetrack there in 1 and 2 and in 3 and 4. So we go back up to the front. Freeburg has actually closed that gap just a little bit to that number 21. They're both running different lines here. You look at the difference. Brandon Freeburg goes to the bottom side, mainly in the middle, trying to use that almost second cushion there in the middle of the racetrack. Whereas the 21 runs the top side in 1 and 2 and then kind of runs a slider line there in 3 and 4. And while Freeburg is slowly taking that time down, I think Jonkman is just barely keeping it out there. He just has it, just that line set perfect enough that he's able to just keep that gap just right there. He goes back down to the bottom. He's trying to change up his line here, trying to find any grip he can. So you see the 21 of Jonkman goes back up to the top, now goes to the middle here in 3 and 4. Like I said, almost kind of running like a slider line there in 3 and 4, maybe a half a slider line. But it is working for him right now. Back up to the lip in 1 and 2. Gains his momentum there. Good run down the backstretch and then down in the middle here in 3 and 4. Freeburg just won't change up that line. He thinks it's working for him, thinks he's catching him. We got 13 laps to go. He might be able to do it. How about St. Clair? He's actually starting to reel these guys in little by little. I don't think he's going to have enough laps to get it done, but he is coming. Figured something out in that 13. 12 laps to go here at Lucas Oil. Catching up to the lap car here. That's Chris Carroll in the 15 up. Oh, almost contact there. Carroll did a good job keeping it up there, up against the wall. We got 11 laps to go. Freeberg's starting to lose time. St. Clair's got to get around this lap car quick if he's going to want to gain more ground on these guys. Shaping up to be a good finish here at Lucas Oil tonight. Ten more times around. Drew Jonkman in the number 21 leading the way. Brandon Freeberg runs second and Travis St. Clair in third. Oh, we're going to get a caution with 9 laps to go. Well, that changes everything. Not only that, it breaks your rhythm and it breaks your momentum. Let's go back and see what happened. Little contact there between the 54 and the 11. 11 goes up the racetrack. I don't think that was the caution. Let's go see this. Oh, there you go. Something happened to the 54 right there. That's Jonathan Byram. Let's see this again. He goes down into the corner. And I'm not sure what happens if he... I don't know how he would overcorrect it, but that's what it looks like what happened. Just got a little too much wheel going to the right, and that car grabbed and just shot him right up to the outside wall. So as always with dirt rules and caution laps not counting, it is going to be a single file restart, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we see a big move. Somebody make a big slider attempt. This is going to get wild. Green flag back out in the air. 8 more times around here at Lucas Oil, and Jonkman gets a really good restart, but here comes Freeberg on the bottom side. Down and back straightaway once again. St. Clair lost his momentum. I don't think he's going to be able to get there in time. He might be able to, though. 8 laps doesn't seem like a lot, but there is still a chance. Jonkman down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Here comes Freeberg up on the top side, building that momentum up. Down and back straight away and into 3 and 4. He is right on the back bumper. That number 21 gives him a little shot there in 3 and 4. 6 laps to go. Gives him another shot in 1 and 2. He's letting him know I'm there. Down to the bottom side of the racetrack. 21's going to go down and try and cover that slide job. They door bang a little bit right there coming out of 4. 5 laps to go. This is allowing St. Clair to catch up to him. Slide job out of the 171 into 1 and 2. Crossover by Jonkman down the backstretch. He retakes the lead. And here comes St. Clair. If these guys keep it up, he might do a 2-for-1 slide job here on the final lap. Slider again out of Freeberg. Crossover by the 21. Gets into the 171. He's going to go around. Caution flag out on the Speedway. Oh, man. That's just hard racing going for the win right there. Let's go back and take another look at this. So clean slide job. 21 tries to cross him back over. And just right there, they make contact. It shoots 171 into the outside tires and the outside retaining wall. He cranked that wall, too, enough that it flipped him over going down the backstretch. Lagoon's doing a good job trying to avoid it. The 51 of Lassiter really nowhere to go back there. Everybody else did a pretty good job getting around that. I don't think anybody else got a piece of that. 171 was able to go in and get the fenders banged out on that machine, and unfortunately he's going to be at the rear of the field, but he still is in this. So he's going to be able to salvage some kind of points, not if he can gain a couple positions back there. Currently sitting in 12th according to timing and scoring. I think this is going to be a natural green-white checkered here on dirt, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a good finish. St. Clair's going to have to get the restart of his life right here if he's going to want to compete with this 21. He's been bad fast ever since the track started to slick off. Here we go. So it's actually going to be 3 laps to go. 3-lap shootout here at Lucas Oil. Lagoons down to the bottom side, trying to get some momentum built on that 13, but the 13 gets it going down the backstretch. Trying to catch up to this 21er, Drew Jonkman, as we come out of turn 4. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 laps to go here at Lucas Oil. Here comes St. Clair. He's got the momentum. He's right on the back bumper. They go into 3 and 4. This is going to be a tight finish. White flag in the air one more time around. St. Clair goes to the top side. Jonkman to the bottom. Jonkman's going to have to block the slider. St. Clair goes to the middle. Will he have the run here coming out of 4? Good run, not able to get there. Give the race win to Drew Jonkman in the number 21. Great racing. Alrighty here. Now we just play the waiting game for these guys to get into Discord to get their interviews. All right, so it looks like they're starting to pop in. Now let's talk to our 3rd place finisher, and that's Hunter Lagoons in the 227. And I tell you what, man, you had a pretty good race tonight. Let's see here. You started back there in 9th position, worked your way up to 3rd. Kind of walk me through your race, and how'd you feel the track wore out for you?
Man, you know what? I had a great race. You know, felt really good, actually. You know, I think if I would have started up just a little bit closer up to the front, I think I would have had a good shot there at the end. Yeah. But besides that, I felt really good. I felt really good in the slick, and, you know, just I was able to work my way up through the field.
So was it a night where you guys really had to search around for the grip here tonight? It looked like you could really run the bottom and the top side, and they both worked. Kind of talk to me about that.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is a good racing track, is what I would call this. iRacing isn't, you know, on most of the time on iRacing, you get one lane around the top. But tonight, I think, with the slickness and how the track was, you know, ran in and warm-up, I think it was a really good race. But I think I'll agree with you there. We really did have to search there. You know, the top in 1 and 2 was really good all night, and there wasn't a top in 3 and 4, really. There was just off the track, basically, on the flat stuff up there.
All right, man. Well, hey, you put on a good show out there. You had to race your way up towards the front. Got a solid P3 finish here tonight. We'll let you have the floor and shout out who you got to shout out for making it all happen.
I want to thank Jason Ledford, Chris Sollins, my team owner. I want to thank Kyle Hubbard. I don't know, Dylan Hauser and House of Speed Setups. And that's it.
All right, man. Well, hey, again, good race out there tonight. Congratulations on P3, and we'll see you next week for the finale. That was Hunter Lagoons, driver of the 227 or the 27, however you want to look at it. He finished in 3rd place here tonight. Now we got to pull up. Oh, he's muted. We'll pull him up anyway real quick. See if he's there. That's our 2nd place finisher. That's Travis St. Clair in that 13T. And Travis started on the pole here tonight and kind of fell back just a little bit and then worked your way back up to 2nd. Kind of walk me through your race.
Yeah, when the race started, man, I really wasn't sure where the line was. Kind of looking around for it. I really wasn't sure, like, where to run at. I was kind of moving around and just really didn't feel like anything was all that great. Fixed setup, it's hard to tune in anyway, but I just didn't really feel like I found anything there. I mean, I was out front and keeping the lead, but every time we get a restart, I was like, well, I don't know. I didn't know if I was running the right line or not, but. Yeah, and then we kind of got together there at the wrong time. He thought he was clear, I guess, and moved up there, and we kind of got together. And unfortunately, caution came out, and gave him the lead. But then I was flustered and made a bunch of mistakes after that. Got my crap together there at the end, and got back second place. Good run to Drew though, and hate to see Brandon get wrecked there at the end. He was running good. Yeah,
he was having a really good race. He actually, where did he end up finishing? Looks like he got 10th. So he managed to get a couple of spots. So good points for your teammate there. But you tonight, you're the points leader right now, man, and 3 wins on the season. We only got 1 race left. Looks like you pretty much have this thing locked up. What's your thoughts going into next week though for the finale?
Are we at Charlotte? Is that right?
Let me double check. Yes, we are. We're at Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte. I like Charlotte. It's fun place to race. I think it's probably one of the best tracks on the game. I mean, as far as racing, I mean, it's just always puts on a good race. It'll be good racing there all the way through the field. Lots of sliders. It'll be a good show for everybody. But I've had a lot of fun running this league. A lot of good guys in here. It's just been fun. I've really had a good time running this.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, you're looking to bring home a championship here for season number 2 next week. I'm gonna let you have the floor and shout out who you got to shout out for making it all happen.
Yeah, thanks, man. All the guys, Max Droop Sim Sports, MO Performance, Siebers Racing Media, 309 Designs for the great looking car, Majula Say Speed Shop, CFME Sports, you guys for broadcast, of course, and everybody puts on the league and puts this thing together, gives us a place to race. I appreciate it.
All right, Travis. Hey, congratulations again on second place. We'll see you next week at Charlotte for the finale.
Thanks, guys.
That was Travis St. Clair, driver of the 13T, coming home in second. Now, this is a name I haven't seen yet this season. I don't think he might have been here once or twice. I can't remember. Name looks new to me, though, at least. But we're going to bring him up, and that's our race winner, Drew Jonkman. And Drew, what a race out of you tonight, man. I tell you what, pulling sliders back and forth on Freeburg, pulling sliders back and forth on Travis. You moved up from third to bring home the win tonight. The track looked like it was really racy. Walk me through your race.
Yeah, I was just kind of trying to hold on at the beginning, and I tried out some new lines, and I ended up making it work.
Well, yeah, you definitely made it work, man. I tell you what, like I said, you were throwing sliders left and right on Freeburg there and sliders left and right on Travis St. Clair. You got that caution, set you back a little bit, but you managed to bring it home with the win. I asked everybody else this. How was the track tonight? Were you really having to search around, or did you find that line pretty quick?
Oh, I was moving around the entire race. Other than 1 and 2 is basically the high side, but other than that, I was searching around the whole race.
Well, hey, man, you guys put on one heck of a show. We got 1 race left in the season. Want to get your thoughts on going to Charlotte next week?
I like Charlotte. I'll probably be there.
All right, man. Well, hey, I'm going to let you have the floor here and let you shout out whoever you want to shout out for taking on this win tonight.
It was fixed setup, but I do got to thank Jonathan Byram, Dakota Wade, Phantom Speed Shop, Mega Motorsports, especially Byram. He helps me so much with everything, setups, everything.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations on taking the win here tonight at Lucas Oil, and we'll see you again next week at Charlotte.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Drew Jonkman, your race winner here tonight at Lucas Oil. With that being said, my programs want to work with me. Your race results are popping up on your screen right now, ladies and gentlemen. Drew Jonkman takes a win here tonight at Lucas Oil. Travis St. Clair was there, but couldn't bring it home. Still a good points night for him. They actually just updated the points right now. Travis St. Clair is in the lead. And let's see what the gap is real quick. 14 points. Brandon Freeburg is behind St. Clair. So next week actually might be really interesting to see who's going to get this championship. That being said, I hope you all do tune in next week for the championship race. That's next Thursday. We're going to be coming at you live from Charlotte Motor Speedway, the dirt track at Charlotte, as they call it. With that being said, everybody, I hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.